Okay, so this is my third time recording this episode. I hope the third time is a charm. Today's episode is a lot like almost every other episode on this podcast. It's honest, it's tender as well. At the time that I'm recording this, I recently had an experience that illustrates what we're going to talk about in this episode. If you have ever felt like you are being dragged back into a circumstance, a place, a situation that you had to fight your way out of. Like you had to scratch your way out of that thing emotionally, mentally, spiritually. This episode is for you because what do you do when the old thing, the thing that you thought you were done with, comes back? When the old patterns, the fears, the systems, or even the people come knocking at your door and you thought you had locked them out for good. You thought you were over it. Let's talk about it. Hey y'all, welcome to Confident Women Glow. I'm Mo James, and this is the podcast where we dive into self discovery, self trust, and self expression to help you create a life that's true to who you really are. I believe that confidence isn't just a mindset, it's a practice. It's about showing up boldly even when life feels messy and owning your journey every step of the way. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into this episode. Can we take a moment to talk about reflection and growth? I know this journey of self discovery, self trust, and self expression isn't always easy, but having the right tools makes all the difference. And that's why I created the Inner Strength Journal. This isn't just another journal, it's a space for you to connect with your thoughts, honor your emotions, and design your masterpiece life one page at a time. Each prompt in this journal is carefully crafted to help you dig deeper into what matters most to you, to build your confidence, and to take aligned action. So, if you're ready to carve out intentional time for yourself and start designing a life that feels true to who you are, grab your copy of the Inner Strength Journal today. Head over to innerstrengthjournal.com to order yours now. Your journey deserves this space. If there's one thing I have learned about life, is that it can be disrespectful. I mean, it can be all the other things too, all the beautiful things, all the wonderful things. It can also be disrespectful, and it is always trying to teach us stuff. I recently had an experience where I was in a situation that I thought I was done with. I thought I was done with it. And yet, here this situation shows up big and bold in my face, and I had to navigate through it from this version of me, not from the previous version, not from the version that this situation was used to engaging with. I had to choose how to make my way through it so I would still be okay. Life will hit us with waves that we don't see coming. And in a moment, you will find yourself right back in a place that feels so familiar that you can't stand it. You are in a place that you worked so hard to escape, to get out of. And the what makes it worse is you don't feel like the same tactics that saved you before are available to you right now. You might be tired, you are exhausted, you are pissed off. I was pissed off. At the same time, you are wiser. And maybe the stakes are different this time. Let me say this with love. Being, finding yourself in a situation that you thought you were done with does not mean you are failing. It means you are feeling, you are paying attention, you are noticing, And that is what matters. At the same time, when it feels like you are sliding back, that is painful. It's hurtful. I had to grieve afterward because it felt like I was regressing. But I want you to know this, it is not the same because you are not the same. The moment, even though it feels familiar, is not about going backward. It's about anchoring yourself deeper into the work that you are doing to design a life that looks and feels and smells like a masterpiece. I feel like sometimes when a situation feels like it's dragging you back, it's it's an opportunity for you to root deeper. Like you can say to yourself, I may have been here before, but this time I'm not fighting from fear. This time I'm moving with clarity. This time I have receipts. This time I have a history that is mine that I can revisit and I can reflect on it and allow that wisdom to guide me. I need to say this too. If you are in that situation, you are back here again and you are wondering if you still have what it takes to beat it back. If you are wondering if you still have the fight, the same fight in you, wondering that, asking yourself that doesn't mean you're weak. I think again, that's wisdom. You are paying attention. You are asking yourself the question not out of fear but out of wisdom because you know that you have evolved. You may have to remind yourself that you are allowed to need new tools. You might need a new playbook. You might need a new blueprint. You are also allowed to feel tired and exhausted and show up differently. So, what can this look like in real life? Because I'm not about to tell y'all all my business on this podcast, but I am telling you that this situation happens for real. It's not just you, it's me too. This thing happens for real. Maybe you are the woman who used to push through everything. Like you would stuff it down and just get by. And now the situation coming back again is reminding you or is teaching you that you need to learn how to pause. That's growth. Maybe you were the person who used to stifle your own voice. You wouldn't speak up for yourself. And that old thing coming back is forcing you to find your voice, even if that voice is shaky. That's courage. What if you don't want to fight the battle in the same way because you know or you recognize that you want to win differently this time? You want to do it differently this time. That to me is wisdom. That to me is self awareness. I want you to ask yourself, what is something I've survived that I haven't truly acknowledged? And give yourself some time, permission to pull out, to uncover the strengths that you used then. What allowed you to survive back then that you can evolve, refine, polish, and use for now? When you can answer questions like these honestly, you start to reclaim your power. You start to take your power back, and it frees you from having to prove anything to anybody. You begin to make peace with your own evolution. If you are listening to this and you are saying, I am back here again, The moment is definitely heavy, and it is also holy, and not holy in the religious kind of way, but holy in the divine opportunity for evolution and growth kind of way. You get to redefine what your power looks like. You get to choose a new level of ease over hustling and proving and anxiety and chasing, and you get to move with intention and not panic. You might not be able to fight the way you used to, but you can still move, you can still decide, you can still take the next right step. And that's why I'm sharing this with you in this episode. You are not where you started. You are in a more evolved version of yourself. And that woman, that person, she already knows how to navigate this. But I don't want you to rush her. And I don't want you to expect that she's going to have all the answers. You just need to trust the woman you are becoming is built for this. So, if this episode spoke to a place in you that is tired, that is overwhelmed, that is afraid, breathe. I want you to give yourself grace to pause in this moment. Remind yourself that you are not broken. You are not behind. First of all, you're not even in a race. You are responding to life and all of its shenanigans with the wisdom that you have gained. If you have a copy of the Inner Strength Journal, I want to challenge you to take 10 minutes, open it up to any page, and let your truth lead you. Let it come out, let your spirit breathe. I created the journal to be a space for you to come home to yourself. And if you feel like you are back here again, I want to encourage you to give yourself a moment to remember who you are and remember that just because the situation is the same, you are not. Okay. Thanks for sticking with me to the end of this episode. I hope you are feeling inspired and ready to take the next step toward your masterpiece life. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love it if you left a rating or review in your podcast player. It helps more women like you find the show. And if you're ready for deeper conversations and support, come join us in the Glow Circle membership community. Your first 7 days are free, and we would love to have you. Thank you for being a part of this amazing community. Until next time, keep glowing. Later.